Plan for Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church and Parsonage. Introduction. Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church, built in 1826, stands as a historic landmark along Sussex Turnpike in Randolph, New Jersey. This grant application seeks funding to address the urgent restoration needs of both the church and its accompanying parsonage. Through this photographic presentation and narrative, we aim to demonstrate the condition of the property and the critical repairs necessary to preserve this important piece of local history. Today, I stand before you to share the rich history of the Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church and to seek your support in preserving this invaluable landmark for future generations. Historical significance. Established on July 9, 1820, the Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church holds the distinction of being one of the oldest continuously used houses of worship in Randolph Township. The original church building was constructed in 1823, reflecting the architectural sensibilities of the early 19th century. In 1868, recognizing the growing needs of its congregation, the church underwent an expansion, adopting elements of the simplified Greek revival style that was prevalent during that era. Complementing the church is the parsonage, constructed between 1836 and 1838. This residence provided a home for ministers and their families, ensuring they remained close to their congregation. Together, the church and parsonage not only served spiritual needs, but also became central to the community's social fabric. Architectural and cultural importance. The church stands as a testament to 19th century vernacular wood frame construction, characterized by its simplified Greek revival detailing. The building's foundation, siding, trim, windows, doors, and roofs exhibit craftsmanship that has withstood the test of time. However, like all historic structures, they now require meticulous care to preserve their original beauty and integrity. The parsonage, with its historical architecture, further enriches the site's narrative, offering insights into the living conditions and lifestyles of the church's early leaders. Preservation efforts and current challenges. In recognition of its historical and architectural significance, the Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church and its parsonage are individually listed on both the New Jersey and National Registers of Historic Places. This esteemed designation underscores the importance of preserving these structures. Since acquiring the property in 2017, Faithfulness Christian Church has embraced the rich heritage of this site. We are committed to acting as responsible stewards, ensuring that the legacy of the Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church continues to inspire and serve the community. However, time has taken its toll. Visible deterioration affects the foundation, siding, trim, windows, doors, and roofs of both buildings. The church's floor framing and the parsonage's front porch are areas of particular concern. Additionally, the absence of restroom facilities poses challenges for current and future use. The Path Forward, Historic Preservation Plan. To address these challenges, we have partnered with Connolly and Hickey Historical Architects, led by Margaret Hickey, to develop a comprehensive historic preservation plan. This plan aims to conduct thorough assessments, evaluate the current conditions of both buildings, focusing on structural integrity and identifying areas requiring immediate attention, develop strategic recommendations, provide both short-term and long-term solutions for repairs and restorations, ensuring alignment with the Secretary of the Interior's standards for historic preservation. Explore adaptive uses, assess the potential of the parsonage to accommodate new functions, such as meeting spaces and Sunday school rooms, to better serve our congregation and community. And financial planning, offer detailed cost estimates and phased implementation strategies to ensure the project's feasibility and sustainability. Picture 1, overall view, north facing. This is an overall view looking north, capturing the front and side elevations of the historic Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church. Surrounding the church is the historic cemetery, which extends to the rear of the property, offering a visual connection between the church building and the generations of community members laid to rest here. This view highlights the church's prominent presence within the landscape and underscores its significance as both a place of worship and a site of deep historical and cultural importance. Picture 2 and Picture 3, rear view of the church. These south-facing views capture the church along Sussex Turnpike in Randolph. Surrounding the church are historic tombstones, a testament to the deep-rooted connection between the church and its community over the years. To the right of the church stands a small shed, which served as the original restroom from the 1820s, a reminder of a time before running water and modern conveniences. Picture 4, historical landmark sign and structural details. This close-up highlights the historic landmark sign for the Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church dating the building to 1826. In the background, you can clearly see both the chimney and the bell tower, both of which have suffered from deterioration over time. These critical architectural features require immediate attention and preservation work to prevent further structural decline. Picture 5, completed foundation work, 2024. This image captures a view of the church's foundation, where some essential cement work was completed in 2024 to stabilize the structure. From this angle, you also get a better view of the bell tower and the chimney, showcasing areas where restoration efforts are most urgently needed to preserve the church's historic character. Picture 6 and Picture 7, original restroom, 1820s. These two pictures show the original 1820s restroom, a small, simple structure that still stands today. Although it is no longer in use, it serves as an important historical landmark, offering visitors a glimpse into daily life in the early 19th century, before the advent of indoor plumbing. Pictures 8, 9, and 10, front view of the parsonage. These images focus on the parsonage's front, highlighting its porch, supporting posts, and non-functioning windows and door. The porch roof is falling apart, and the posts are deteriorated, rendering the building unsafe. Restorative repairs are essential to preserve its historic character and restore its functionality. Pictures 11 and 12, side view of the parsonage. These views reveal the parsonage's side, where broken windows and a cracking chimney highlight further structural deterioration. These conditions underscore the urgent need for preservation work to stabilize and rehabilitate the building. Pictures 13, 14, and 15, rear view, biological growth and roof damage. These images show the rear of the parsonage, where extensive biological growth has overtaken the wood shingle siding and asphalt roof. This side, being shaded and prone to moisture, has suffered severe weathering, compounded by 2 previous lightning strikes. Some siding has even fallen off, and the attached shed remains unopened for years. Restoration is urgently needed to preserve its historical value and ensure safety as part of the overall property. Picture 16, biological growth close-up. This close-up view captures more extensive biological growth, particularly moss and mildew, spreading across the wood siding. The image also highlights the deteriorating condition of the siding itself, with several boards falling out of alignment or partially detached. Picture 17 and Picture 18, windows and siding close-ups. These two pictures provide detailed views of the parsonage's windows and siding. The wood surfaces show significant weathering, and biological growth has taken hold, especially where moisture collects. The window frames show signs of rot and peeling paint, indicating a need for both structural and cosmetic restoration. Picture 19, foundation crack. This close-up image reveals a visible crack at the foundation level of the parsonage, underscoring the urgent need for foundation repairs as part of the overall restoration effort. Pictures 20 to 32, the inside of parsonage. From images 20 to 32, the photographs reveal the extent of damage within the parsonage, highlighting the urgent need for a comprehensive restoration effort to preserve and repair the structure. Recent preservation work, 2023 to 2024. While many challenges remain, we have made significant strides in preserving the church in recent years. In 2023, we repainted the church interior, carefully matching the original historic color to maintain authenticity. In 2024, we hired a professional painter to repaint the church exterior. At the same time, we reinforced the church foundation by installing a cement walkway around the perimeter, addressing a long-standing moisture issue at the base of the structure. These proactive steps demonstrate our commitment to preserving this landmark, but much more work is needed to fully restore both the church and parsonage for future generations. Call to action. Preserving the Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church is not just about maintaining a building. It's about honoring our shared history, culture, and the countless stories that have unfolded within its walls. This church has stood as a beacon of faith, hope, and community for over 2 centuries. With your support, we can ensure that it continues to do so for many more years to come. We earnestly seek approval for the grant application to aid in this historic preservation effort. Your contribution will play a pivotal role in safeguarding this landmark, allowing it to continue serving as a place of worship, community gathering, and historical reflection. Conclusion. Mount Freedom Presbyterian Church and its historic parsonage stand as rare and important testimonies to Randolph's early religious and cultural history. This grant would enable us to address critical structural and preservation issues, ensuring that these buildings can continue to tell their story for generations to come. We greatly appreciate your consideration of our application and your investment in protecting New Jersey's historic heritage. Let us come together to preserve this treasure, ensuring that its legacy endures for future generations to appreciate and cherish. Thank you for your time, consideration, and unwavering support in this noble endeavor.